Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, and I need you to stop whatever you are doing and listen to this because there are 4 things happening right now, this week, that are going to hit UK pensioners hard, and by the time most people find out about them, it will be too late to act. One of them has a deadline tomorrow, another will be announced by Ofgem within the next 4 days. A third is a stealth tax that is quietly building inside the system and will land on millions of pensioners in April. And the fourth is a change to the state pension age that the government is discussing behind closed doors right now that could delay retirement for 5 million people. None of these are rumours. None of them are speculation. I have gone through the gov.uk guidance updated this month, the Cornwall Insight forecast published 2 days ago, the HMRC tax threshold data, and the reports from the Office for Budget Responsibility, and I am going to walk you through every single one so that you know what is coming, what it costs you, and what you can still do about it. Now, before I get into it, I want to say something to those of you who are already subscribed. Thank you. You are here because you understand that when a deadline falls on a Tuesday and the government published it on a Friday, the only people who find out in time are the ones who are paying attention. The people subscribed to this channel pay attention. The people who are not subscribed open their energy bill in November and wonder why it is higher than it has been in 3 years. If you are watching right now and you have not subscribed, one tap, no cost. And the next time something this urgent lands, you will know before the window closes, not after. Now, there are 4 things on this list, and I want you to stay all the way to the end, because number 4 is the one that has not made the front pages yet. It affects everyone born after 1977, and it could delay retirement by a full year for 5 million people. Let us get into it. The first thing has the shortest deadline of anything I have ever covered on this channel. Tomorrow, the 23rd of August 2026, is the qualifying date for the Warm Home Discount. If you are on Pension Credit Guarantee credit, you are entitled to a £150 credit applied directly to your electricity bill this winter. The credit is allocated through a data matching process between the DWP and your energy supplier. The DWP checks who is receiving Pension Credit Guarantee credit on a specific date, matches that record against electricity account holders, and if your details match, the credit is applied automatically. That date is tomorrow, the 23rd of August. If you are receiving Pension Credit Guarantee credit right now, and the name on your pension credit matches the name on your electricity account, you should be included in the data match. But if you are not currently receiving pension credit, if you have been meaning to apply but have not got round to it, if you thought you would do it next month, tomorrow is the line. After that date, you are not in the system. The £150 does not come to you this winter. It is not backdated. It is not deferred. It is gone. If there is any chance you qualify for pension credit and you have not applied, call 0800 99 1234 today. Not tomorrow, today. Pension credit can be backdated by 3 months, but the data match happens tomorrow, and if you are not in the system by then, the Warm Home Discount for this winter is lost. One call, £150, and the window closes in hours. The second thing was published 2 days ago, and it is the energy forecast that nobody wanted to see. Cornwall Insight, the energy consultancy whose pre-announcement estimates have historically landed within a few pounds of Ofgem's final figure, published their final forecast for the Q4 energy price cap on the 20th of August. The headline is stark. Energy bills are heading for a 3-year high. Under the previous comparison basis, the October to December price cap is forecast at approximately £1,941 per year. Under the new Ofgem typical consumption values introduced in July, the equivalent figure is approximately £1,729. Either way, it is going up again. Not down, up. For the second consecutive quarter. The Q3 cap that took effect on the 1st of July was already a 13% increase. Cornwall Insight is now forecasting a further rise of approximately 4% on top of that, driven by the US-Iran conflict pushing global gas prices to their highest level in almost 4 years, European gas storage sitting at historic lows for the time of year, and ongoing uncertainty in wholesale energy markets. Ofgem will confirm the final Q4 cap by the 26th of August. That is 4 days from now. When they do, the rate will take effect on the 1st of October and will apply to every household on a standard variable tariff for the rest of the year. If you are a pensioner on your supplier's default tariff, your bill is about to go up again. This is the second consecutive quarterly rise, and it will take bills to levels not seen since the winter of 2023. The action is the same as it was in July. Compare your current tariff against the fixed deals available right now. Fixed deals are currently sitting below even the Q3 cap, and locking in before the Q4 cap takes effect could save you hundreds of pounds between now and next spring. Go to a comparison service, enter your postcode and usage, and switch before the 1st of October. Do not wait for the announcement. The wholesale data is already locked in. The direction is set. The only question is whether you act before the rate changes or after. The third thing is a change that is not being introduced by any new law. It is not being announced in any speech. It is happening quietly inside the tax system, and it will land on millions of pensioners in April 2027 without a single letter being sent to explain it. The personal allowance, the amount of income you can earn before you start paying income tax, has been frozen at £12,570 since 2021. It will remain frozen until at least April 2028. Your state pension, meanwhile, has been rising every year under the triple lock. In April 2026, the full new state pension rose by 4.8% to £12,548 per year. That is just £22 below the personal allowance. Just £22. Early earnings data for the triple lock calculation that will set the April 2027 increase is already tracking at approximately 4.2%. If that holds, the full new state pension will rise to approximately £13,050 per year, which is £480 above the personal allowance. For the first time in the history of the modern state pension, the pension alone will exceed the tax-free threshold. That means if you receive the full new state pension and any other income at all, a workplace pension, savings interest, part-time earnings, you will owe income tax. And if you receive the full state pension and nothing else, you will still owe tax on the amount that exceeds £12,570. This is not a tax increase. Nobody voted for it. Nobody debated it in Parliament. It is the mechanical consequence of a frozen threshold and a rising pension, and it will pull millions of pensioners into income tax for the first time in their lives. The action is simple, but it needs to happen before April. Check your tax code now using your personal tax account on gov.uk or by ringing HMRC on 0300 200 3300. Make sure every source of income you receive is correctly recorded. If your code is wrong, you could be overtaxed or undertaxed, and in both cases you are the one who pays the price. If you are not already in the pay system, find out whether you need to register for self-assessment before next April. And if the thought of paying tax on your state pension feels wrong, understand that it is not the pension that changed, it is the threshold that was frozen. Now here is the fourth thing, the one I told you to stay for, and it is the one that has not made most people's radar yet because no final decision has been announced. But the discussions are happening. As of mid-2026, Treasury officials have reportedly briefed the Office for Budget Responsibility that proposals to bring the state pension age rise to 68 forward from its currently legislated 2044 to 2046 window are being actively considered. No decision has been made. No new timetable has been confirmed, but the fact that the conversation is happening at all is significant. Under the current law, the state pension age is rising from 66 to 67 between April 2026 and April 2028. The next rise, from 67 to 68, is legislated to happen between 2044 and 2046. That affects everyone born after the 6th of April 1977. If the rise to 68 is brought forward, potentially to 2035 or earlier, it would affect millions of people who are currently planning their retirement around a pension age of 67. They would have to work longer. They would draw their state pension later, and the cost in lost pension income at current rates would be over £12,500 for every year the age is pushed back. The Pensions Commission, which was revived earlier this year, published its interim report in May 2026. It contains no recommendations yet, but is reviewing the entire system, including the triple lock, the state pension age, and the long-term sustainability of pensioner spending that the OBR projects will reach £182 billion by 2030. If you were born after 1977, this affects your future directly. Check your state pension age now using the calculator on gov.uk. Understand when your pension is currently due, and pay close attention to the Pensions Commission's final report when it is published, because any recommendation to accelerate the rise to 68 will move through Parliament, and once it is legislated, it cannot be undone by individual action. So let me bring this all together. 1. The Warm Home Discount qualifying date is tomorrow, the 23rd of August 2026. And if you are not receiving Pension Credit Guarantee credit by that date, you will miss £150 off your electricity bill this winter. 2. Cornwall Insight's final forecast published 2 days ago projects energy bills at a 3-year high from October, with Ofgem confirming the Q4 cap by the 26th of August. And if you are on a default tariff, you should compare and switch before the 1st of October. 3. The personal allowance freeze means the full state pension will exceed the tax-free threshold from April 2027, and millions of pensioners will owe income tax for the first time, so check your tax code now and prepare for the change before it arrives. And 4. Treasury officials are actively considering bringing the state pension age rise to 68 forward from the 2044 to 2046 window, which could affect everyone born after 1977, and the Pensions Commission is reviewing the system right now. 4 changes, 4 actions, 1 deadline tomorrow, 1 announcement in 4 days, 1 stealth tax arriving in April, and 1 conversation behind closed doors that could reshape retirement for millions. If this video helped you today, I am going to ask you to do 2 things. Subscribe to this channel so that when the Ofgem announcement lands, when the Pensions Commission publishes its final report, when the next threshold shifts, you hear about it first. And share this video right now with someone who needs to see it. A parent, a partner, someone approaching retirement who has no idea that the age might be moving, someone on a default energy tariff who does not know their bill is about to rise for the second time in 3 months. You do not need to explain everything. Just send them the link. Because 1 share, 1 conversation, 1 moment of reaching someone before the deadline passes, that could make a real difference. Thank you for watching, friends. I will see you in the next one.